Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to ChannelBK. My name is Brian, you're on list. Best singles of 2021. I'm only going to be doing singles and albums. Movies will come sometime in the new year. And classic album reviews, I'm going to be moving to one classic album review each month next year. Lots of stuff's been going on. I've stepped down from Us and Our Friends. There's going to be a new exciting channel that I'll let you all know when that comes, and then ChannelBK will be revamped. You've heard it a million times, but this time I think it's going to be something very special, so I'm very excited. Without further ado, let's just get into this list. First half is just going to be, we're going to kind of go quickly. Second half are going to be more in-depth, so please, if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments below and share your own. Okay, here we go. So, I try to keep this as good as I can. Again, every year, I always have kind of that second guessing, and this year I think this is the strongest. And I also think, in terms of me doing the research, all these singles should be singles and should be on here. So yeah, let's get into it. At number 50, we have Nobles, which is the Alchemist featuring Earl, Sweatshirt, and Navy Blue. At 49, we got Pennsylvania Furnace by Lingua, Ignota. At 48, we got Breathe Again by Cory Wells. And at 47, we have Unicyl by SOPHIE. Rest in peace, SOPHIE. Fantastic. 46, we got Narrator, Squid, and Martha Skye Murphy. And at 45, we have Walking at a Downtown Pace, Parquet Courts. At 44, we have Waitin' by Pup. And at number 43, we have Barando by Lucy Dacus. At 42, Lost Cause by Billie Eilish. And at 41, we got That's My Best Friend, Saweetie and Doja Cat. At 40, we have Stand For Myself by Yola. At 39, we have the return of ROSALÍA, this time with the Weeknd singing in Spanish. It's wild. La Fama. At 38, we have the intro to the new Armand Hammer and, once again, the Alchemist record, Sir Benni Miles. Great track. Super dark. Great way to intro this album. At 47. At 37, we have Here's to Moving On, Dashboard Confessional. And at 36, we have Once in a Lifetime by All Time Low. At 35, we got Be Sweet to Me, Baby, Japanese Breakfast. At 34, we have Higher Power by Coldplay. Judge me all you want. I don't care. One of the really only okay to good parts of that album. At 33, we got Hollywood Sucks, KennyHoopla, Travis Barker. Super pulsating track. Great. 32, we have the surprise return of Knuckle Puck with Levitate. And at 31, we got Headshots for the Locals, Isaiah Rashad. And then moving on to another TDE artist, this time as a feature, it is Kiss Me More, Doja Cat. And SZA, at 29, we have the return of Adele with Easy On Me. At 28, we have, once again, the return of Death from Above 1979 with One on One, 1+1, however you want to say it. Just an intense, glitchy, hard rock, crazy it's crazy. It's so compressed in such a fun, ecstatic way. Really good track. At 27, we have The World Is with Queen Sophie for President. Blah, words are hard. And at 26, we have the opening to the new Snail Mail record, Valentine. 25, 2010, Earl Sweatshirt. If you watched the What's on Repeat recently with Josh and I, you would know basically all my thoughts on this track. I love the black noise beat. Earl sounds very comfortable on it. He's sounding a lot better. I'm very excited to see if this is going to be off upcoming release. And again, I just think this is a really interesting return to form, but also him doing what he does best lately. 24, Shy Away, 21 Pilots. The album was upsetting. The album was a letdown. But at the end of the day, I still really like this song. I love the upbeatness to it. And honestly, I really like the chord progression and I really like the synthiness to it. At 23, Rare by Nas. This song basically just shows that Nas still has it. We got King's Disease, which was great. We got King's Disease 2, which was even better, and I'll talk about that in the albums. But this song, just the beat, oh my gosh, like everything about this song is so well done, and just the beat switch, and so great. 22, we got All My Favorite Songs by Weezer, a Baroque pop album from Weezer, and this song opens it, and it's beautiful and also kind of funny, sad, self-reflective, very good, really good album. Oh, sorry, not even an album. Really good song. At 21, we got Liquor Store by Remy Wolf. I just love, again, the way it opens the album. I love the and then I love her vocals and the background vocals. It just is mixed so well, and it is so great. At number 20, we got Oxygen by Beach Bunny. Honestly, they are just becoming even better and better. I think sonically, this sounds way tighter than anything they've done before. Lyrically, I think this is fantastic, and it's just such a great anthem, and I even think the slowdown part at the end is really well done too. At number 19, we got Corso, Tyler, the Creator. I was not ready for this new Tyler album because of what we've gotten the last couple records, and to hear where he's going on this lyrically and thematically, this song is just a perfect representation of that. Just the beat is so hard hitting, and his rapping is just aggressive. It's awesome. This is like Tyler going back to that old school Odd Future sound of just being in your face, being like, I'm the shit, and you are gonna know why. 18 is Babylon, Andrew WK. This song is so epic, but in the best ways. And, you know, I think Andrew WK, there could be a lot of points where it could come off as corny, and it doesn't. It's great. It is so great, and it's so big, and I think lyrically and vocally, he is really good, and the progression of it is very, very well done. 17, Industry Baby, Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow. I think the two of them on this track are great. I love the Kanye added production on here, and I think this is just such a great pop rap track. And again, I think there's just a lot of funny, clever lines, and also just lines, you know, about people not taking you seriously and you have to fight them, you know? It's how it is, okay? At number 16, we got White Woman's Instagram by Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham is being talked about a lot this year, even in the music scene, more so than ever. This song is so... It could have been way worse, and I think Bo is just such a smart guy that this song is so smart, funny, and there's so many little intricate things that happen in this song that you don't expect. And sonically, it's a fun little catchy tune, but like I said, when you really break it down, it is super intriguing. At 15, we got Law of Averages by Vince Staples. This clunky, creepy, just unsettling beat by Kenny Beats, and Vince Staples just rides it so perfectly, and just the way just some of those things still stick in my head. I will never give my money to a bad bitch. And like just his unsettling thing of like, don't fuck with me. Like it's really great. At number 14, we have a late single, because it is a single. It was officially put out as a single, and that is Life of the Party, Kanye West, Andre 3000. Honestly, I do like Kanye's verse on here more in the context of the song versus it just him coming at Drake, even though I was sort of like, holy shit on that. But Andre 3000, man, like, and I know people are going to talk about the song because of Andre 3000. It's, Kanye does his thing, and I think the beat is just perfect. But Andre 3000's storytelling on this, it proves why he is the GOAT. It proves why he is the GOAT. It's fantastic, and it's just so dense. And the DMX outro, it's fantastic. At number 13, we got Blackout by Turnstile. This is just a fantastic, in-your-face, sort of pop-punk, just hardcore track. And I love the percussion to this. Like, it's definitely what you would expect it to be, but it has very intricate things. And obviously, their album is the same way, too. And it's fantastic. This is a great record, and this is a great song on it. And I love the way it's put together, and vocally, it's just so great, too. At 12, we got Hazard Duty Pay by JPEG Mafia. probably one of the craziest hip-hop beats I've heard in recent memory. It is ridiculous. That soul sample, and God, this needed to be on the official release, but just, and then JPEG just finds his way over it, smooth as butter, and it's just, no, feel the same way. Oh, God, it's good. But to another rap song at number 11, it's Don't Shoot Up the Party. Don't shoot up the party. Please? Brockhampton? I think every verse on here is fantastic. I think the beat is so bubbly and dark and weird and obnoxious in all the right ways. I love it. It's great. Yeah, you should listen to it if you haven't listened to it already. I think this song is fantastic. Number 10. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the top 10. And we're going to start with one of my favorite pop songs of the year. Honestly, this could have went to either of them. But it is Good For You, Olivia Rodrigo, the huge star of 2021. Deja Vu, I think, lyrically and the way that song is put together, I think is genuinely really fantastic. But I think Good For You just brings back a lot of those like kind of old school Paramore vibes. And I just love the way she delivers this song. And I still think a lot of what she does on this song is fun and very unique. And, you know, I think everyone has their own opinion on Olivia Rodrigo after this year. And I just think this song is fantastic and great. So definitely worth of the top 10. Number 9, we got John L., Black Midi. This is a song that I shouldn't go back to because of just how wild and weird it is, but it is so great. I just love how meticulous it is and all of the change-ups in it. And just, again, the way it just opens is so strong and just so in your face. And you just are, it's a sensory overload song. And it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Number 8, we got a more subtle song, which is Renegade. That is Big Red Machine and Taylor Swift. This song vocally is beautiful. I love kind of the 808s mixed with that really beautiful guitar. Like, I think when you go to, obviously it's not just Bon Iver, but when you look at sort of that Bon Iver kind of electronic-y stuff he does, you either like it or you don't. Sometimes he's good with it. Sometimes I think he kind of isn't. And this song is just so gorgeous and simple, but it has, again, it's so intricate and it feels very authentic, but it also feels like kind of spacey and airy. And that's what I love so much about it. And I think her and, you know, Justin on it, obviously like a lot of her songs on her 2 latest records are just fantastic. 7, I'm including this as a single. I did multiple research about this. I try to make sure. Now, obviously, if this isn't whatever, then, you know, fuck me, am I right? But that is Coming Back by James Blake and SZA. SZA is back. I don't know. Like, I was not so big on the new James Blake album. I don't hate it. But this song is so hypnotizing and mesmerizing. And this is what... It's not simple for James Blake. Like, it's not like it reminds me a lot of his other work, but it's new and different and fresh. I love the spacey and just the haunting keys. And then it turns into this very spacey, atmospheric, kind of trappy sounding song in the second half with SZA. And the progressions and Blake and just the way he's singing this, the coming back. It's haunting, it's eerie, it's beautiful. I love it. Number 6, we got Stop Making This Hurt by Bleachers. I think this just kind of goes into the camp of, you know, Jack, I think is so great when he makes these songs. You know, he has a song like this on all the Bleachers albums. He kind of makes that sort of old school style, you know, upbeat kind of poppy stuff. And I think this song sonically is very different for him. I love some of the more, I love the way it's mixed cleanly, but there is sort of raw elements to it that really pop out, and I just think it's really great. Number 5, I think is my favorite pop song of the year, and that's Smoking Out the Window, Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak. There's nothing about the song that I feel like I haven't said before in other videos or just in general. It's written so geniusly. It's simple, but it's also unique, and I think just their charisma on it and the writing is fantastic. Number 4 is the Beachland Ballroom, Idols. This song is haunting. It is so different for Idols. I love the switch up in the second half to that aggressiveness. I'm sorry, I got so lost in my words. And it's just eerie, and it's beautiful, and it's just it attacks your senses. And I think vocally, Joe is just on something else, too, on this song. And it's just very, again, like, I feel like me repeating kind of those typical words is ridiculous, but it's the truth. I think this song is fantastic. Number 3 is Shelter Song by Ice Age. This opens up their brand new album, Seek Shelter. This song gave me some of the most uplifting, eerie, sad, but just hopeful vibes. Like this song, listening, knowing Ice Age's music, it's a very different approach. And this album and this song in particular are like sludgy, and vocally it has that kind of dry, raw aesthetic to it. And just vocally, I think, this album uses a lot of like kind of old school poems and like chants, and all that sort of stuff. And this song kind of does the same thing too. But I think it's absolutely fantastic. And once the chorus builds, it's just so incredible. Number 2 is oh my god, I'm literally gonna butcher this. Cimmerian Shade, Sufjan Stevens, Angelo De Augustine. Listen to this song for your fucking self, because it's Sufjan and Angelo doing what they do best. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. Their harmonies are fantastic. It is simple. It is plucky. It is just gorgeous. It is a song that is meta and interesting about Silence of the Lambs, but it's also could be taken as someone who probably hasn't seen the movie. And it's gorgeous. And it's just haunting. And it's just, I sing that chorus all the time when I hear it. It's fantastic. But at number 1, I feel like I would get mad at myself if this wasn't my number 1, because I think last year my number 1 has changed around a little bit day to day. And again, you kind of like to stay locked in, and you hope, what your number 1 is, it stays and whatnot. But I think this song, there's no other song that could have been and should have been number 1. And that's Knees, Injury Reserve. Both verses by the late Groggs and as well as Richie are perfect. The beat is something on another planet. Parker did an amazing job. The guitar riff, the opening to the ending, it's experimental, it's raw, it's spoken word, it's rap, it's singy, it's an amalgamation of what they do so well. And I think, even if Groggs didn't pass, I still feel like this song would have been such a feat just because of the atmosphere that they built on this song. And it's incredible, and I love it. And I think this is my favorite single of the year, of course. So, how do you feel? You like the list? Cool. If you don't, leave me your opinions in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching again. Look out for everything else coming in the new year. And until then, thank you for watching, and thank you for tuning in to Channel BK. Peace out, everyone.